Wow, you got all your boxes. Hey, it is the night before our big move. I'm honestly so exhausted. We have been packing and tearing things down and moving stuff all day today and most of yesterday. Our moving truck that we are renting is coming tomorrow. We have a bunch of friends helping us pack it up. And I think we're ready for it. But I'm super exhausted. It's currently almost 10:30 at night. And most everything is kind of like in its proper places with just the odds and ends that are not in stuff. But yeah, we're feeling pretty good. So we have a 26-foot truck and we're supposed to get all of our stuff in it. I'm a little worried that it won't all fit, but we'll see. Some people have been like, oh yeah, totally, it'll all fit. And I don't know. I can't see it. I'm also like slightly delirious right now. The last like several days I've been getting up really early. My body has just been like waking up. Like it's not, Malachi's not waking me up. I have no alarm going off. I'm just waking up. And I think it's partly from like just the like stress and anxiety and anxiousness that I'm feeling over the move. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's like terrible anxiety. Like I've definitely had some bits of harder anxieties in life. And this is more just like an electric energy, anxiousness kind of a thing. Just all the stuff, like things that I have to still pack and do, and just the anticipation of this big move and what it means, and a lot of the sadness. We said a lot of goodbyes this past weekend, and that was really tough. Yeah, a lot of tears. A lot of tears. I think our hardest goodbye was saying goodbye to our foster daughter, who she already moved from our home 2 months ago in anticipation of our move anyway. But we've been seeing her on occasion. We're friends with the foster family that she's now with. And so we've been seeing her, and that's been really wonderful. Um, oh, I don't get to really see her unless we're coming back. And even at that, like, there's still like a chance we won't see her because she could move from this foster family, technically. There's a lot of things that are up in the air and could change. And so, anyway, yeah, we leave soon and then we take our time getting out to Michigan and then we land there and we actually have a lot of stuff like right off the bat. We actually come back to Colorado right away for a wedding that my husband is officiating, which is super exciting. We're really pumped for that. It's a former student of his, and that's really cool for him and for us. And yeah, just such a blessing to get to be a part of that. Then we go back to Michigan, and then Wes leaves again for another. He's going on like a youth trip, like right away. It's like, welcome to your new youth group. Go on this trip. It's great. It'll be fun. And yeah, we're just excited. This is my hair. I'm like actually looking at myself in the camera right now, and I'm like, man, oh man. You should see my desk right now. There is no desk. We took off the top of it. It is right there. I'll give you a quick little tour of all the things. Here's our bedroom. Pretty bare. Bathroom. We've got some stuff going on in here. and coming down. An empty pantry. And here's all of the stuff. This is like all of our belongings, pretty much. Doesn't look as deep as it actually is. But there's quite a bit of stuff here. And yeah. Tons of things. Lots of stuff. There's the last of it. Did pretty well. I've still got some things to sell on Facebook, and we're getting rid of a mattress and some other stuff. That done pretty well. Just some kitchen stuff. And it's all gone. The basement's cleaned and everything. We had some students actually, while they weren't able to help put things into the truck, they actually went and cleaned and mopped the basement. And we've just got, my job right now actually is getting kind of this room put into our car. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, all of our other rooms are empty. Empty, empty, empty. Whew, it's been a long day. Well, seeing myself for the first time in many hours. It's been a really long day. I am so exhausted. Last night, I was recording and it was late at night, and it is, I think, almost 7 now. I don't have my phone on me. Yeah, we started, Wes and I got up early, probably like 6:30, and got ready for the day. Then we did a few extra packing and organizing some stuff, and then we went and got the rental truck, and then we came home, and basically, yeah, then we had people come over pretty soon after that, and we got started right away. We got everything out of the house really quickly. We had tons of students coming and helping us. So we got tons of stuff out really quickly. And then we did have a friend of ours who is kind of an expert packer almost. And he did a fantastic job getting everything in there, like fitting like a glove. And so everything is in there. And put in really well. I mean, obviously you saw them. They're just finishing up the last few pieces of furniture and stuff that they can kind of get in the last spots there. And I'll show you from this window. This window is so dirty, but you can kind of see through. They're getting it all in there. And then we have someone from our new church coming tomorrow to pick up the truck and then start driving it to Michigan. So once it gets to Michigan, we have a team of people out there who will be unpacking it for us. And then we arrive kind of like a week or so, a little bit after that. A week and a few days after that. Yeah, I hope everything comes out all right on the other end. I feel like it's packed really tightly and really well, which does mean that getting undone is going to be tough. And basically everybody who is unpacking the truck was not part of packing it. So we're trying to take really good notes with like where certain things are, like the things that are really fragile and like what parts of the truck they need to be careful with and everything. So I just have to keep reminding myself it's just stuff. Yes, there's sentimental value and things to items, but at the end of the day, it is just stuff. And if something gets damaged, something doesn't make it, something gets torn or stabbed or whatever in the truck, it's just stuff, and it's okay. Also, I hear Malachi crying outside. He's really tired. His nap schedule was like all whacked because obviously there's a lot going on. So I'm gonna go take care of him. Right. We left Colorado. Hey. So we made it to Michigan, and it's really exciting to be here. It's been a long few weeks of travel and moving and packing and unpacking and all the stuff. But I am just ecstatic to be here. We have officially been here for about a week. We landed here on a Monday and we flew back to Colorado on Friday morning after that because Wes was actually officiating a wedding for a former student of his. So we actually got to go back to Colorado right after we left Colorado, which was kind of crazy. And it was really fun. And now we're back here in Michigan again, and we are pretty much decently settled. We are in our temporary living space, which I have mentioned before in some previous videos, that we were offered this wonderful apartment here. And it's a family from church who has been so gracious to let us stay here. And yeah, we're pretty much settled. My office is kind of just here in the space. So I'm kind of like looking out over the living room and kitchen and everything. So we're just going to figure it out and make it work and see how this works for us. Obviously, we are just so grateful to be in such a wonderful place. I have a window right here in front of me, and I'm looking out into the woods and their backyard, they've got a wonderful setup back here. And it's just really, we couldn't ask for anything better. And I don't know, I was a little nervous when we first got here, kind of like that moment of like, oh my gosh, what did we do? We left so many wonderful people. We left a really great place. And I had a few moments of like, panic is not the right word. Just like a little mild anxiety of like, what is life going to look like? Just, I don't know. It was just kind of crazy. And then we were heading back to Colorado.
right after that, which was just kind of funky and weird, but that was fun. It was really great. We actually left Malachi with my parents, which was a blessing for us to get to do a really quick trip without kind of needing to manage him. Now we're back and we've been meeting a few people. We've only been back for a few days as I'm recording this. And we've been making some friends basically, and it's been such a blessing. Now I'm just kind of getting excited. And today is Wes's first official day working, like actually like going into the office. He actually set an alarm this morning and was like, I want to get there early. And so today was the first day where I'm like, not with Wes, because we've been spending like the last 2 to 3 weeks straight together with packing everything and packing the truck up and then moving out here. We traveled for a week visiting friends and then spent this last week unpacking and settling in. And so today was the first day where I'm like, okay, you're going to work. Well, what am I going to do with myself and Malachi? And yeah, I got to spend some time with a new friend out here. It was just really encouraging these last couple days, getting to meet some people and start to get to know like our new church family. So it has given me a bit more like of a breath of fresh air of like, oh yeah, this is it. This is our new home. I don't know. I'm just really excited about it now. I think the first week I was just more anxious because it was like we were spending so much of our time together and I'm like, what am I doing? And I feel kind of lost and just not sure what I'm doing with myself. So yeah, the last few days has kind of given me a little glimpse into like what life might get to be, you know, what it might look like. And yeah, we're pretty much settled in here now. We got a few extra things from Walmart last night, like a rug that goes under my desk chair here, which I don't know why. For some reason, once I had that in, I was like, oh yeah, this feels right. And so that made me feel a little bit more settled, and just a few extra like small things that make it feel a little bit more like home versus just like a temporary place. Cause we don't know how long we're going to be here for. It could be like a month or so more, or it could be several months more. I mean, it's just kind of up in the air as far as like when we find our place. We're looking for a home for ourselves, and we've toured we've toured one in person. We did some virtual tours of some other places, but we've in person now seen one house, and it's just becoming more real. Like, okay, this is our home now. And I'm really enjoying that. And I'm really excited, looking forward to it. Anyway, you've now kind of seen a montage of what our moving has looked like. I didn't do as much recording of our unpacking and everything. Sorry about that. My work days are going to look pretty different out here in Michigan because first off, I mean, Wes's schedule will look very different. He had different days off in the middle of the week, or just had more time that we had dedicated for him to be home with Malachi so that I could get some work in. And it's just going to look a little different. And then we also don't have Wes's parents who were watching Malachi one day a week out in Colorado. My parents are out here. They're about an hour away. So it's a little bit different, but we're still trying to figure out what our just weekly routine is going to look like. So at this moment in time, I'm not exactly sure what my posting schedule is going to be. So stay tuned for that. But I do want to keep you updated on our house hunting and just all the things that we're learning about like living out here. I mean, for example, it's really cool. A lot of people have chickens and pigs and cows and have other farming and homesteading adventures going on. And so that's just something that we want to dive more into. I'd love to get goats and more chickens. I'm really sad I miss our chickens, but I'm really excited because where we're at, they actually have chickens. So I have a place to bring my food scraps, and Malachi and I go outside to visit the chickens pretty much every day now. So I'm excited about that and just like what life might look like here. And so I want to share some more about kind of our own homesteading adventures as we dive into them, because what I've also experienced is that a lot of these kind of more homesteading ventures end up saving you money. And I've also been looking for ways to kind of get into some of these different ventures in the most cost-effective ways. So I definitely want to share with you some of the things that I've been learning, and I'm really excited. I have a whole ton of video ideas written down here and just that I've been getting already. I'm going to leave it at that because otherwise I will continue to ramble on about nonsensical stuff. And you don't need to hear all my nonsense all the time. So, this is Katie, and I am signing off for the first time here in Michigan. Stay tuned. Okay, bye.